Hello everyone, my name is Ruger and I'm hoping you have an awesome day. Today I'm going to show you how to make a simple and easy Mooshroom Farm for you and your worlds. This farm works for 1.19.11 and all versions of Minecraft and up as far as I know. And if you guys are interested, there'll be a full materials list down in the description of the video. And if you guys enjoy this video and it helps a lot, consider hitting the like button and subscribing for more. Helps a lot, I do appreciate it. And let's hop right into it. So today I'm going to make this simple and easy Mooshroom Farmer here. Now how this farm works is you go over here in this area and go over to AFK spot here and just stand here, and then the mushrooms go on ahead and they spawn on this mycelium platform up here in this area, and they see the trapdoors here as solid blocks and think they can walk across them to go to the other side or walk over here to get to over here, and then they go in and fall into the water here, and then they go into the kill chamber, and then all of your leather and beef will go into this chest, and you'll get around 8 stacks of beef per hour and around 4 stacks of leather per hour from this farm. So very pretty good rates. And to get started with this farm today, all you need to do is go ahead and first find yourself a mushroom island or a mushroom fields, whatever you like to call it. Some people call it mushroom island and some call it fields, but go ahead and find yourself a mushroom fields / island and go ahead, and you don't need it this big. This is a pretty big mushroom island, as you can see here. You don't need one this big, just big enough to hold the farm, which is pretty small. As you can see right there, it's a pretty small farm. So you can go over here in this area, look for a decent area. Also, you can build it above water. Just make sure the water is a little bit gray. As you can see, that means it's in the mushroom island. If it's blue, it's not in the boundaries of the mushroom biome area, and mushrooms can only spawn in the mushroom island. So you need to make sure it is gray water you're building above, and it should be completely fine. So go ahead and find yourself a spot to build this, and then go on ahead and go 50 blocks up. And after you've done gone 50 blocks up in the air, go on ahead and place a block right here and a block right here in these areas. And then go ahead and turn around and go on and place 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2. And then 1, 2, and 3. Then go ahead over here in this area, go ahead and grab your ladders. Now you can do scaffold, you can do vines, or you can do ladders, or you can go ahead and do like crimson or warp vines or anything, whatever you want. But just kind of go and do like a ladder thing to get yourself up there to the farm, or you can even do a light but it's always good to go ahead and add a ladder system just in case you don't have your light one time and you still want to be able to get to the farm. You get yourself some beef or leather for whatever projects you're going on. And also, if you want to, you can place a torch right here. It doesn't really matter. And then go over here in this area, you're going to go 20 blocks up. So go ahead and do 1, 2, 3. And once you've gone up 20 more blocks, going over here in this area, go and place a block right here, and also 2 blocks right here, and then 5 blocks total this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then go ahead and fill this in right here in this area, clear to here, and then you should be able to make a 5 by 4 area. Then go over here in this area, go ahead and place 2 blocks this way, 2 blocks this way, 2 blocks are here, and 1 block are here. And then you go ahead and grab your ladders and go on ahead and put the ladders all the rest of the way up to here in this area. This is going to be your AFK spot where you're going to go to AFK for your mushrooms to spawn in the farm. And then this up here will be your collection system where you go ahead and collect your items from the kill chamber. Then you go over here in this area. You're going to place 4 blocks right here in these areas, so 4 blocks back here, and then 3 blocks right here in this area, and then 3 blocks right here, and then place a double chest right here. Come back here in this area, crouch, and place a hopper into here. Make sure the nozzle of the hopper is facing to the chest. That way all the items facing to the, go into the chest. And then go and place another hopper here facing the chest, and then another hopper facing into that hopper, and another hopper facing into that hopper. Make sure you crouch, or else you won't be able to go ahead and open the hoppers. You'll just open the chest or the other hoppers, and you don't want that. You want to make sure you go ahead and crouch and then place them. So, and then go over here in this area, go 3 more blocks up. So right there, go 3 blocks up right there, 3 blocks right there, 4 blocks right here, going 3 blocks high on these layers right here, and then 2 going up all the way 3 layers, and also over here as well. And then grab your glass. Now this doesn't have to be glass. It can be like any solid block that you want. It doesn't really matter, but you can do glass if you want. That way you can see into the farm and just place, you know, a 2 by 2 right here, 4 glass right here, so you can kind of just see into the farm, and then place 2 blocks right here. Then go in here in this area, going to place 4 campfires right here. This is going to cook up and kill the mushrooms, so you can get your beef and your leather, and then afterwards, and don't worry about it, the beef and leather cannot get destroyed by the campfires. They're just going to cook the cows, and then the hoppers are going to collect them, and then they're just going to go into the chest and sit here for you to get collect whenever you want to. So you're going to go over here up in this area after you're done with that, and then go over here, and then go ahead and go 8 blocks this way total, counting this block as well, because water can only travel 8 blocks, so you need to make sure you count this block as well. So just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then go over here in this area, do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then also over here, do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And after you're done with that, go over here in these areas and go ahead and connect these up. So go ahead and bring some lines all the way to here, and then do this on all your sides, and go ahead and fill this up all the way around. And after you know that, your farm should be looking like this. Also, guys, you don't have to build this farm out of any like deep set bricks or anything like that. I just do that in my tutorials. I just build with deep set bricks. You could do wood, you could do stone, cobblestone. Unless this farm is involving lava or anything that can catch wood on fire, you're allowed. You can go ahead and do wood. You can do stone, dirt, anything you want like that. And you should be all good to go. But after you know that, go over here in these areas. Go ahead and place a temp block right here, and then place a saw block right here, and a saw block right here. Break that temp block, and then go over here in this area, place a temp block right here, saw block here, break that temp block, and then go over here in these areas and go all the way around, clear to the edge right here, and go and connect this side up as well, all the way to here. You don't need these corners right here, so don't place anything right there, and go and place it all the way to the corner here, and also all the way over here into this corner as well. And then go over here in these areas, and go make it just too tall all the way around. It's very important that you do that, so go ahead and make this too tall all the way around these areas right here. This is going to be for the water collection system that's going to be pushing all the mushrooms into the kill chamber so you can get your leather and your beef. And afterwards, going over here in these areas, I'm going to place a temp block, saw block, break that temp block, and then I'm going to place temp block, saw block, break that temp block. And then over here in the way I do temp block, saw block, break that temp block, and then temp block, saw block, break that temp block. And I'm going to place a block right here, and then go all the way to the edge over here, and then stop right here in this area. And I'm going to place a block right here, and then go all the way over here as well, clear to this end, stop right there, place a block right here, and then go all the way over here, stop right there, place a block right here, and then go all the way to the end over here as well. And after you're done with that, go ahead and place a block right here and a block right here, and also a block here, and then also a block here, and then blocks also here and here. And after you're done with that, go in here in these areas, and go ahead and place water right here in this area, water over here, and also water over here. And afterwards, after you know that, go on over here in these areas. And go on and make sure not to place water here or water right here. Just make sure it's very important that you do this. Make sure you don't place water here or water right there. And just go over here in this area and start here. And just go all the way to the end right here. Don't place water there. Don't place water there. Place water right here in this area. Go all the way to the end right here. Don't place water there. Don't place water there. Just place water all clear to here in this area. Don't place water there. Don't place water there. And then place water all along here close to the end over here. And it should all go on ahead, get pushed down all the way to the middle, and to stop right here. So all the water should flow down and stop right here at the edge. If it goes in, then you might have messed it up. Or if it doesn't go quite to the edge, you might mess it up. You might have to redo that again. But if it looks like this, then it should be all good to go. And the water's flowing. Should be all good to go. Also, as you guys can see right here, we got a little bit of blue water in this area. So try to make sure you don't build your farm, with a little bit of blue water right there. But the farm should be fine because we're building the water. Like, next step's going to be going over here in this area. And we're going to go ahead and place a block right here. So we're going to go ahead and count 1, 2 diagonal. And then we're going to go over here in this area and place a block right here. We're going to go 4 more up from here. So you're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. And then on the 5th block, go ahead and grab your mycelium and place it right here on this. Right here on this 5th block, so it's going to be 5 blocks, and then on the 6th block, just right there, go and place the mycelium, and go break these 5 blocks right here in this area. As you can see, you probably want to make sure this mycelium is totally in the Mushroom Island, so you have a little bit of the blue water, so some of this is going to be out of the Mushroom Island. As you see right there, so I built a kind of a little bit in the ocean, and not quite all of it in the Mushroom Island, so make sure you have all this gray water right here. None of it's going to be blue. Make sure none of it's blue, and also make sure go ahead and make sure this is 2 blocks diagonal away, so the mushrooms have enough space to fall into the water streams and then go into the kill chamber. So make sure there is a 2 block space from here, from the mycelium to the wall right here, and then go on and place blocks all the way to the end over here, clear till you get to 2 blocks away. So 1, 2 blocks away from that wall from the mycelium here, and then go this way, go clear to the end, clear till you get to 2 blocks right here as well. So 1 and 2, and there's a wall there, and then the mycelium here, and then go all the way over here as well, clear till you get to 2 blocks. So 1, 2, and then I'll go over here and connect the rest of this up right there in that area. Then go over here in this area, go ahead and count 1, 2, and on the third block, place a row of mycelium right here, and then go over here in this area, do 1, 2. On the third block, place a row of mycelium right here in this area as well. And then go over here and do 1, 2, and then mycelium right here. And then also go over here in this area and do 1, 2, third block, place mycelium right there. And you should have your 2 grid right here. So it'll be 2 block space between each grid right there. And then go over here in this area, do 1, 2, and then do 2 blocks right here. 1, 2, 2 blocks right here on the third block. And then 1, 2, third block, place 2 blocks. 1, 2, third block, place 2 blocks, and just keep doing it all the way to the end here. So go ahead and keep going ahead and continuing this mycelium line of blocks all the way to the end here. These are going to be the spawning platforms for the mushrooms to go ahead and spawn, and then we have some trapdoors, so they think the trapdoors as solid blocks, and then go ahead and walk off and fall into the kill chamber. So you want to go ahead and keep doing this over and over again. Just go ahead and keep placing these mycelium blocks right here in this area until you have a grid like this. And then the next thing you want to go ahead and do is go ahead and place trapdoors on the edges here. So you can go all along this area right here and place trapdoors all along these edges on all 4 sides, and go ahead and just flip them down after you're done. And the mushrooms will consider these solid blocks, so they'll think of go ahead and walk across these. Maybe you'll get to this block right here, or once you go ahead and place trapdoors in here, you're gonna go here in this area and make sure you place 2 trapdoors right here, flip those down, and then 2 trapdoors right here and flip those down. Just make sure they're all in the same direction, same kind of grid. So go ahead and make sure you go ahead and place 2 trapdoors right here. Don't go ahead and place them like this or anything like that. You don't want to mess it up. Just go ahead and keep doing like this, and then this all the way to the end right here, and then go ahead and do this right here, and just go ahead and keep doing that all the way to the end there, and do all the trapdoors on all the 3 sides right there. And after you know that, your farm should be all looking like this right here so far. You should have your trapdoors on every single side, so the mushrooms think these are solid blocks and fall off and go into your kill chamber. So you have trapdoors on all sides and also in here as well. Just make sure they all look like this, and have trapdoors on both sides right here, so the mushrooms think they can cross this and get to the other side, and they'll fall in here and then go into the chamber. Next thing you want to do is go ahead and grab your torches. In this area, go and place a torch right here, and then a torch over here, and also a torch here, and then go over here in this area, go place a torch here, and also a torch here and here, and then also here and here and here, and also right here, here, and then if you guys want to, you can go ahead and place 4 torches right here. Just make sure it's all lit up and good to go. You don't have to do a uniform like this. You can go ahead and just do random. Just make sure it's pretty lit up, and that way it's lit up enough for the mushrooms to spawn, because they do require a pretty light highlight level for them to go ahead and spawn, and that way they'll go ahead and spawn your farm, and then go on ahead and get cooked up and get your leather beef. And also, once again, just make sure you don't have any blue water in your water collection system. Make sure all this is gray like this. As you can see, I built a little bit in the ocean part right here, but it's basically in the gray part right here. This is my part right here. Might not be able to spawn mushrooms, but the rest of the farm should. So if you have something like this, it's completely fine. If you don't have like a really big island, like you have a little mini mushroom island, I've seen those before, and you can't really like avoid this, and you have like a little corner like this, it's totally fine. You just won't have any, wherever the blue water is, if any mycelium's above it, it won't spawn any mushrooms. So just try to make sure the mycelium platform is above the gray water, because that's the mushroom island. But yeah, after you get off that, your farm should be basically all good and ready to go. All you need to go ahead and do now is go ahead over here and just AFK at this platform, and the mushrooms should go ahead and spawn in your farm and go ahead and get cooked up and be all good to go, and you should get tons of leather and beef. I hope you guys do enjoy and build this farm in your world. If you guys did, don't forget to consider hitting like button and subscribe for more. Helps a lot. I do appreciate it, and have an awesome day, everyone.